Welcome back to my 25k Funding Talent Challenge. This is my journey. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Marcelino back with another Funding Talent Challenge episode. I think this is episode 11 if I'm correct. Monday, and I told you guys ending last week when my last video came out last week, Friday, on this specific topic. I told you guys that this week is going to be brilliant. I could see last week it was very flat. I was taking trades that I'm not supposed to really take, but I still followed my rules all in all. However, the markets were really flat, and what I mentioned was that as long as we manage risk, just manage risk, keep your losses small, or even if you're losing a lot, just keep on managing that risk, and push risk before reward, because that's the most important thing that's going to keep you in this game. And guys, I have an important announcement. I finally got my first win, and I'm not talking about the stop loss in profit. I'm not talking about a stop closing partial profits. I am talking about a fucking whole win, guys. Damn it, man. Jeez, this has been the longest time that I have gone without a win in trading for for a good 2 years, guys. What? I cannot fathom. But like I was explaining to you guys last week and Friday on my video, that if I get one win of about 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, I'm going to be immediately in profit, and I will take you guys through that. However, I just want to speak about my emotions, and as you guys can see right there, this is the GJ trade that I was about to take. I took my 2 trades already. I was about to take a GJ sell, and this is around New York Open. New York actually opened about 20 minutes ago. So I saw the fake out on the 15 minutes. So we had a lower high, and then from the lower high, what happened was price went out completely with the 15 minute. It broke out, and then the next 15 minute broke back in. Okay, breaking structure on the 1 minute. So now automatically I'm thinking, and what that does with the 30 minute is it leaves a big wick rejection, because the 115 minute shot up, creating the wick, attempting to go bullish. The second 15 minute obviously came down, so that 215 minutes created that 30 minute before New York Open. And what I'm assuming is, okay, clearly this is a fake out to take people out. Everybody stops who was above the previous lower high has been taken out, and now we're going to continue down. However, the reason why I didn't take this specific setup, I think the stop loss is about 9 pips or something like that. You can see we got to break even, theoretically break even, and then now price is probably going to stop us out at break even. However, it is what it is, man. First trade of the day was AUD USD, and I was just going with the theory of looking at the charts, understanding what exactly is happening, understanding that there might be some bullish momentum on the dollar. So I'm expecting the dollar to push higher. And then I noticed that AUD USD, Pound USD, and then also Euro USD, as well as GBP JPY, had the kind of similar setups in a manner. So they had the similar setups, and so what I started to do was I just started to evaluate how price looked to the left of it, wherever my TP was going to be. If I am going to run into trouble on the left hand side, if I do enter the trade, for instance, what is there a lot of wicks on the left hand side? Is there traffic areas or support and resistance or key levels that's going to kind of keep me from moving quickly to my TP? Because I don't want to be in a trade for hours. So I just want to be in the trade for 15 to 30 minutes and then get out, walk away with my profit. So what I did was I filtered that down to AUD USD, and what happened was that I was waiting for the trade. A breakout happened, and I'm expecting a continuation to happen. However, on AUD specifically, so what I saw was that AUD broke out, but then it broke back in. GBP USD didn't break out. I stopped looking at EU, and I was just considering GBP USD, GJ, and then AUD USD. Then the second breakout came on AU and GU almost at the same time. However, AU broke out first, and then what I was doing was I was waiting for the 30 minutes to then confirm on GU. However, AUD, perfect confluences, and then what happened was we moved to 1%, moved to I think about 1.5%. I'll show you guys the trades now, and then we went against me, break even. Waited. I was about to go to gym before it started to rain, and because gyms open today in South Africa, and then I was telling myself, no, GU is about to line up, and we got a big ass bullish candle. I think that was right after London open. And I was thinking all along that maybe pre-London is gonna have that anticipated volume. However, it happened in London Open. So we got the break below a key level, 30-minute close, 15-minute close. I think it was even a 1H close too. I'm not too sure. So it was a very strong closure below the key level. And my mindset going through this was simple. It was just that, look, you took a break even, it's perfectly fine. Your previous trade don't determine what your next trade is. Last week's trades don't determine what your next trade is. Just take the trade, it meets all of your rules. 4H, bear in mind that the 4H is down too. Even though last week and Friday we had that really good push bullish, the 4H is looking very, not very bearish, but it's looking like it needs at least a correction. So I'm anticipating a correction. I find my zone where price could go to, and I just take the trade. I won't even lie to you. At first, my emotions in that trade was because I took the trade, went slight in profit, then it went to negative, very close to my stop loss. Because as you guys know, my stop loss is always at half a percent. So we about like, I think $10 off from my stop loss, which is like a couple of points, not even pips, a couple of points. So I'm thinking, damn, like I'm about to take another loss. Like that's the things that's going through my mind, and I'm just like reassuring myself, telling myself, look, if you do take a L on this trade, you're just gonna go to gym, you're gonna go sweat it out. And I'm still thinking about that, guys. That's my thoughts running through my head. I'm telling myself I'm a successful trader, all of those type of things, just putting it out there, you know what I mean, reassuring myself. And next thing I know, the next 1 minute comes out and it starts tumbling. The next 1 minute comes out and it's tumbling, and I hit 2% in like 2 minutes, or it was, yeah, about 2%. Then we started fluctuating, and then we hit 3%, and I said, okay, no, time to close the trade, because we hit a key level in the market, and I could see price was about to like kind of just fluctuate around there. And then I was just like, okay, no. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, I spoke through my trades. I'm just gonna show you guys my trades, and I'm gonna jump into the Funding Talent portal, and then from there you guys will be able to see why I really speak about managing risk this much, why it's important to be able to close your trades early. If you can do that, guys, I promise you, the more you close your trades early, the easier it's gonna be for you to grow your account, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. Let's go. So let's get into the charts, guys. So what did I see this morning? As I mentioned, AUD, we spoke through the trades already. So you can see there's the key level in the market right here. This is 15-minute, and as you can see, it's marked on a bigger time frame. So I think that was the hourly, either the hourly or the 4H. So that's the key level on multiple time frames, and then I just drew this line to show, okay, that's the 15-minute. So this was the earlier breakout that I was talking about in the morning. However, obviously we didn't continue down after that so you can see that by the bullish candle. Okay, what then happened was price played around, and then we got this push higher in I think this is pre-London, and then we break out. So what I'm doing is I'm clearly just waiting for price to have a bit of a pullback, to create a bit of a wick, and then for me to enter at the low of this candle, just to show that there's bearish pressure and we can continue down. Okay, and clearly you can see my entry candle, there was momentum in that candle, so I'm just anticipating price to go further down to give me a break even, and then I'll be good, and I don't have to really care about what's gonna happen next. So let's look at what the result was. So funny enough, guys, this was the first time experiencing this with Funding Talent. As you can see, price didn't really hit my stop loss, but at this point I was closed out. It's a bit funny because usually we actually have to come to the actual price, but I think because this was pre-London, the spread was like at 2 points
I think, at this point, and this was very, very close to stop. So I think it was like 0.74678, and then at that point I was stopped out. Okay, so that's my AUD trade. It's the same process as to every other trade. So if you guys want to just like start imitating these trades or taking the similar trades, then you can just go through all of these videos where I did start incorporating charts, because it's a similar thought process. So with pound USD, what you can see here is, as I mentioned, we had the 4H previously. So here you can see this being the 15 minutes. So the previous 4H was bearish, okay? And then you can see that we go into a bit of a range right here. And this is when, I think this is more or less when it's in one of these three candles when AUD first broke out. So at that point, I'm realizing that, okay, AUD is showing signs of bearishness, meaning that the dollar is starting to get strong. However, all of the other pairs are not breaking out of their key levels yet. So AUD might not be necessarily ready as of yet. And then GU went up to take out this high. So what do I call this when price do this? This is kind of a fake out when we do take out this high, and then the next candle just breaks back in. Why do I call it a fake out? Because we didn't continue with that bullish pressure to continue up. And now you can see that things are starting to come together. We had already taken out this higher time frame level right here. We had taken it out, showing signs of bearish pressure, right? And then you can see that they sustained signs of bearish pressure by the fact that we are respecting this level right here. So when I saw this breakout with big momentum, all I'm doing is I'm anticipating price to move down. And what you can see right here is very, very clean structures, okay? You can see very, very clean. So when I'm talking about clean structures to the left, this is what I'm talking about. So you can see this is the last kind of key level in the market where there was any type of support or resistance, or whatever you want to call it. The key level doesn't really matter what you call it. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking, waiting for a break of a key level on the 1 minute, and then just to continue down with that momentum. So let me see the result. So this is the result right here. So just the thought process once again, the exact same thing. The momentum candle is created, wick being created, and then price action goes down. So at this point here, guys, my stomach is in my mouth, or my whatever you call those sayings. But like, just like, I'm really thinking at this point that we might hit stop loss, because my stop loss is somewhere in here. It's half of this range right here, and I'm thinking that, okay, shit, like I'm gonna get another stop loss. I'm starting the week off the way I started last week, with a break even and a loss. And in no time this happens, and then that happens, and then I'm at 2% right here, and then I see price taking out this key level, and I moved my TP to about 3%. And before this happened, we got taken at TP, and then boom, bam, bish, and now we in profit, guys. And bear in mind, if you have been watching this since day one, since episode 1, you know that week 1 and week 2 has been completely horrible. You know that the past 2 weeks of trading on this account, on this challenge, has been complete shite. Okay, so let's look at my metrics. So as you can see, it's active. And what did I tell you guys last week and Friday, when I actually showed you guys for the first time, that when I do catch a big win, which is kind of a normal win in industry standards, that we are going to get a big movement up. And what you can see now is that the downtrend has been broken. Higher lows has been or lower highs has been taken out. So now my thought process is that I should never go below this point on my equity curve. Okay, so now even if I start losing a couple of times, I should never go below this, because now I'm back up to the point where if I do lose, my equity curve is going to start looking like this, where it's going to start creating higher lows, and we're going to start going up. Okay, so yeah, guys, that's my Monday. As you guys can see, we are in profit. We are in profit now by about by about $73, which is perfectly fine. Remember, I did tell you guys that the first time around I just want to end in profit, but now I am feeling extremely good, as the fact of the matter is that, as I mentioned last week, all we need is a couple of wins, 2-3 wins, and we could really pass this challenge. So yeah guys, I'm looking forward to this week. I'm done trading for the day. I don't care what's gonna happen for the rest of the day. Yeah guys, I'm gonna show you guys how to pass a challenge with a 30% win rate. But don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment down below what you want me to talk about within this